The chart has been the same the whole time. The same candles, the same wicks, the same green and red bars printing one after another the way they have since the day you opened your first chart and the day someone opened the very first one 100 years ago. Price goes up, price goes down, price pauses. That's all it has ever done. That's all it will ever do. Everything that changes is you. This is your life as every level of a price action trader. The slow stripping away of everything you added to the chart until all that's left is the chart itself. And the only thing standing between you and the price is how clearly you can see it. It costs you years. It costs you a few accounts. And the cruel part is that the answer is sitting on your screen the entire time, in plain sight, from the very first day. Level 1, the indicator addict. Your screen looks like a cockpit. You have RSI on the bottom, MACD under that, 2 moving averages, then a third because 2 felt incomplete. Bollinger Bands, stochastic, a volume profile you don't fully understand but it looks professional, and looking professional feels like being professional when you're 24 and down $600 and desperate for the part of this to start making sense. You added each indicator because the last one failed you. That's the pattern nobody points out. RSI burns you, so you add MACD to confirm RSI. MACD burns you, so you add a moving average to confirm the MACD. Every tool on your screen is a patch on the wound left by the tool before it, and you've convinced yourself that somewhere in the right combination is a signal that simply cannot be wrong. You enter when they line up. The problem is they line up constantly. RSI says oversold, while MACD says sell, while the moving average says buy, and you stand there frozen, because the instruments you installed to remove doubt are now manufacturing it faster than you can resolve it. You take the trade anyway. You lose $200. You respond by adding a fourth moving average, a slower one, to filter the noise. You are the noise. You just can't hear it yet. What you can't see at this level is that every single indicator on your screen is just price math. RSI is price, run through a formula. MACD is 2 moving averages of price, subtracted from each other. The moving average is price, averaged and delayed. You have covered the actual price with a dozen laggy translations of the price, and then you sit there reading the translations instead of the original document. You are trying to understand a sentence by staring at its shadow on the wall, and wondering why the shadow keeps lying to you. The first thing you will eventually delete is the thing you trust most right now. Level 2, the pattern hunter. You discover chart patterns and the entire world reorganizes itself. Head and shoulders, double tops, bull flags, pennants, cup and handle, the falling wedge. Someone shows you a textbook diagram, and overnight the chart fills with shapes. They're everywhere now. You see a head and shoulders forming on the 15-minute, you short it with conviction, and it keeps grinding higher until your stop is gone. And only then do you realize it was never a head and shoulders. It was 3 random bumps your brain assembled into a familiar shape because you wanted the shape to be there. That is the entire trap of this level, and it is a brutal one. The patterns are genuinely real, and your eyes are genuinely unreliable, and you cannot yet tell the difference between a pattern that actually exists in the price and a pattern you summoned out of hope. You are trading the picture in your head instead of the price on the screen, and the two feel identical from the inside. You start drawing trend lines to support the patterns. Lines everywhere. You draw a line, the line breaks, you redraw the line a little steeper to fit the new candles. The new line breaks, you redraw it again. You call this adjusting to the market. It is not analysis. It is decoration applied after the fact to make randomness feel authored, to make chaos feel like it had a plan that you cleverly detected. But something genuinely useful is buried in this mess. You are starting to look at the price itself now, not just the colored math in the panels below it. Your eyes are migrating up the screen. You don't notice it happening, nobody does. But the most important movement of your entire trading career has quietly begun, from the bottom of the chart where the lagging indicators live, to the top of the chart where the actual decision gets made. The patterns won't make you money. Learning to watch price instead of math eventually will. Level 3. The support and resistance trader. You strip the chart down, and it is genuinely terrifying. You delete the indicators, most of them. You keep a single moving average like a child keeps one corner of a blanket, not because it helps, but because total nakedness is too much at once. The screen looks bare and you feel exposed, like you walked into the exam having burned all the notes you spent 6 months preparing. For the first time, you are looking at raw price and asking it to speak to you directly, with nothing in between. And it does speak. You mark a horizontal level where price clearly bounced 3 separate times over 2 weeks. Price drifts back down to it a 4th time, and it bounces again, and you make $400 for a reason you can actually articulate. Buyers showed up at this price before, they showed up again, and you stood exactly where they were standing. That wasn't a shape you imagined into existence. That was a real footprint, left by real money, repeating. Then a level you trusted completely breaks straight through. Your stop fills, and you lose $300 learning the harder half of the lesson. Support is not a wall. It is a zone where buyers were previously willing to act, and willingness is a finite resource that runs out. The level didn't fail you. The buyers standing behind it got overwhelmed, and your job was never to worship the line. It was to read the crowd of people the line represents, and to notice when that crowd is thinning. You are not reading lines anymore. You are starting, for the very first time, to read intent. Level 4, the candle reader. You zoom into the individual candles, and they start to talk. A long lower wick stops being a shape and becomes a story. Price fell hard. Sellers pressed with everything they had, and then somebody with real size stepped in and slammed it back up before the bar could close. And that wick is the visible scar of a battle that already finished, with the winner written plainly in where the candle came to rest. You stop seeing red and green and start seeing aggression and exhaustion, pressure and absorption, fear and the absence of it. An engulfing candle that closes right on a level you marked yesterday is suddenly 2 independent pieces of evidence agreeing with each other. The level says buyers care about this price. The candle says buyers just want to fight at this price, right now, in real time. You take the trade with something you have genuinely never had before in your entire trading life. A reason you could defend, out loud, to a skeptical stranger, without using the word feel. You overdo it, naturally. Every level overdoes its new toy. You start finding profound meaning in every single candle, reading entire novels into a doji bar that printed in the dead middle of nowhere, and you slowly give back a month of gains, taking signals that were just market noise wearing the costume of a real signal. The skill was never reading candles. Anyone can memorize what an engulfing bar looks like in an afternoon. The actual skill is knowing which candles are worth reading and which ones are just the market clearing its throat between sentences, and that filter only ever gets installed by being burned, repeatedly, by the candles that looked meaningful and meant nothing. Level 5, the context trader. This is the level where most price action traders quietly break, and it isn't dramatic. There's no blow-up. It's just genuinely, grindingly hard, in a way that doesn't make a good story. You learn that the exact same setup means the opposite thing, depending entirely on where it shows up. A bullish engulfing candle, printed at support, after a healthy pullback, inside a clean uptrend, that is a gift, and you take it every time. The identical candle, pixel for pixel, printed in the middle of a violent established downtrend, is bait designed to eat people who only learned levels 4. Same picture, same exact bar, completely opposite outcome, and there is no indicator that will ever tell you which is which, because the difference is context, and context cannot be plotted on a screen. So you start zooming out before you do anything. You check the daily before you touch the 5-minute. Is the higher time frame trending or stuck in a range? Where is the weekly level that actually matters? Is price sitting in the middle of a range, where almost everything is random noise, or pressed against the edge of one, where real decisions get made and real moves are born? You stop asking the small question, is this a good setup, and start asking the only question that pays, is this a good setup here, now, given the entire structure around it? Your trade frequency collapses, and it collapses hard. You used to take 20 trades a week and feel productive. Now you take 3, and you feel sharper than you ever did at 20. The good setups didn't suddenly become rarer. Your standard for what context actually justifies risking money got brutal. You pass on textbook perfect candles, beautiful ones, because they printed in the wrong location. And walking away from a gorgeous setup in a bad place is the single most advanced thing you have done in this entire journey. The candle only ever told you what happened. Context is the only thing that tells you whether what happened matters. Level 6. The order flow reader. The chart goes transparent, and you start seeing through it. You no longer see candles. You see the people behind the candles. A sharp thrust up into a level on heavy volume that suddenly stalls and cannot print a new high. That is the sound of buyers exhausting their last ammunition against a hidden wall of sellers. And you can feel the order book without even watching the order book, because the price action itself is confessing who is running out of bullets. You read the failure of a move with the same fluency you once needed just to read the move. You start trading the trap on purpose. Price breaks a level everyone is watching. The crowd piles in expecting the obvious continuation, and then it snaps violently back. And you've learned that the very cleanest setups in the entire market are built on other traders being wrong in a predictable, repeatable, fundable way. You are no longer just reading price. You are reading the level 3 version of yourself who is, at this exact moment, buying the obvious breakout, and you are calmly taking the other side of his trade and his stop loss. This is the level where it stops feeling like analysis and starts feeling like listening. The chart is not a puzzle you solve once and for all. It's a live conversation between buyers and sellers, conducted entirely in the language of price, and you have finally spoken that language long enough to hear the lie inside a move before the move has even finished telling it. You don't predict the market anymore. That stopped years ago. You simply react, cleanly and quickly, to what the price is in the middle of admitting. Level 7. The minimalist. Your chart is almost completely empty, and you make more money than you ever did when it was full. Bare candles. 2 or 3 horizontal levels that genuinely matter, drawn once and then left completely alone. No indicators. No trendline spaghetti. No moving average. You deleted that last security blanket too, years after you swore on everything that you never would. The empty screen that terrified you back at level 3 is now the only screen you can actually think clearly inside of, because every line you ever removed was a line that used to whisper at you while you were trying to hear the price. You trade less than anyone starting out would ever believe is possible. Some weeks you place nothing. You sit through entire sessions and never touch the mouse, not out of fear, but because nothing came close to clearing the bar. And the bar is so high now that on most days the market simply has nothing to offer that meets it. The patience that felt physically impossible at level 1, the patience you thought was a personality flaw you'd have to fight forever, is now just your resting state. It costs you no effort at all. And you finally understand the one thing the indicator addict version of you could never have been told, because he wasn't ready to hear it. The answer was never, ever something you needed to add. Every single stage of this long journey was subtraction. You spent years carefully removing things from the chart, one painful attachment at a time, until the only thing left on the screen was the simple truth that had been sitting there, untouched and ignored, from the very first day you opened a chart. The chart never changed. You spent years, and real money, learning how to stop covering it up. Go and look at the screen of someone sitting at level 1 right now. 12 indicators. 4 moving averages in 4 colors. Trend lines redrawn 6 times this morning alone. They are completely convinced that the edge is one more tool away, one more setting, one more indicator, one more secret combination that nobody on the internet has tried yet. They are adding. They are always adding, and every addition feels like progress. And the price is right there underneath all of it the entire time, doing the only 3 things it has ever done in its life, telling them everything they could possibly need to know, in a clear and ancient language they have buried completely beneath their own noise. The whole journey, from level 1 to level 7, turns out to be one long, humbling, expensive discovery. That you were never going to find the answer by adding anything to the chart. You were going to find it by finally getting out of the chart's way.